Well, yeah, I seen Rhea Ripley fighting Akira Tozawa. Now, it's kind of funny. A couple of days ago, I made a video about Miss Bianca Belair. And I said that I wouldn't mind her wrestling a guy because she's just as athletic as a guy and she wrestles like a dude. So I said I would love to see a matchup with her and a dude. Then days later, I see Rhea wrestling a dude. That's some weird ass shit. I'm not saying they heard my video, but I feel like that was a weird coincidence. But what do I think about that match? Look, she's way bigger than Akira Tozawa. So I feel like the match worked based on the fact that she looks like she can beat the shit out of Akira Tozawa in real life. I mean, she is strong as fuck. And by the match, from what I've seen, he got zero offense in. She was dominating for the whole match. He didn't get not one move in on her. I feel like that was kind of weird, but that match worked for what it was because she is way bigger than him. I mean, she is bigger than Akira Tozawa. But I had no issue with the match based on the fact that, I mean, it actually makes sense. She's taller, bigger. I had no problem with the match. So, when it comes to this video, I remember 2 weeks ago, I made a video and I put Bronson Reed in the fucking thumbnail. Because that was me telling you he's coming soon. Just fucking wait for it. That's what I said. I said, look, Triple H is a huge fan of this guy. Triple H will bring him in. I've been saying this for the past, 5 months. I said, he's going to bring in Bronson Reed. He's a fan of him. And I said he will eventually bring back Bronson Reed. And that's what he did. 2 weeks after I put his ass in my thumbnail, he shows up to Raw 2 weeks later, man. See what I'm saying? Like, who is better than me when it comes to talking professional wrestling? It's like, dude, I'm shooting 100% from the free throw line. Literally now. Dog, nobody seen Bronson Reed coming, but I did. 2 weeks ago, I called it in my video. I mean, I got proof. I put him in a fucking thumbnail. 2 weeks later, he shows up. But what do I think about him showing up and being paired up with The Miz? You know what pissed me off? I swear, man, when people try to badmouth The Miz, it's like, that's how I get triggered. Because if I was a wrestler, I would want to be like The Miz. Because his formula works. Last time I checked, Maxwell is a world champion. Because he is a cosplay version of the fucking Miz. That character, that formula works. Meaning, it's not about flips and dives and kicks. It's not about the work rate. It's about character development. That's what it's all about. It's about not doing reckless shit and stay away from being injured. I would want to be like The Miz if I was a wrestler. He's a good guy to learn from, right? But what do I think about him being paired up with The Miz? I mean, I feel like that is good shit. It's like, why not? I seen this one dumbass tweet. It really pissed me off. It just goes to show you that people are really tone deaf when it comes to professional wrestling. It's like, what's the point of being a wrestler if you don't want to be famous and you don't want to wrestle in front of millions of fucking people? It's like, that means you are a fucking mark for this shit. It's like, you would rather wrestle a quality match in front of what? 10,000 fucking people over wrestling for the biggest company in the fucking world in front of millions of people, where you become a household name, you become mainstream, people know who the fuck you are. That's the point. Nobody watches New Japan. Fucking God, man. Nobody watches New Japan professional wrestling. Nobody fucking watches. Fuck. Some idiot said Bronson Reed went from wrestling Okada to being the bodyguard of The Miz, which was a very condescending tweet that was really a diss at The Miz. Really? Dog, I didn't know he wrestled. I did not know he wrestled Okada. Let that sink in for just a second. I am a casual. I didn't know he wrestled Okada. Do I care? No. Did that audience care in Iowa? No. They didn't know who the fuck he was. Fuck, man. Bronson Reed, he made his return to Raw. Nobody knew who the fuck he was, so by your fucking logic, what did wrestling Okada do for him? Nothing. Nobody in Iowa knew who the fuck he was. Now he's being paired up with the fucking Miz, who is a mainstream star, a future Hall of Famer, who he will be forever linked with now. He is a fucking reality TV star. Everybody literally knows who the fuck he is, right? So this gives Bronson Reed the rub. He's being paired up with a famous guy like The Miz, which means he will no longer not get no reactions now. So he wrestled Okada, right? How come he got no reaction in fucking Iowa? Huh? But now he's going to get a genuine reaction because he's being paired up with the fucking Miz. Nobody knows who Okada is, bruh. That just goes to show you work rate don't matter. 5-star matches don't fucking matter. So, my God, man, what would you rather do, right? Would you rather wrestle for New fucking Japan in front of what? Maybe 45,000 viewers at home, right? And fucking have 5-star matches? Or would you rather be on Raw in front of millions of people for the biggest show in the world when it comes to wrestling, which is Raw? Would you rather do that, be the Miz bodyguard, or wrestle Okada in front of 45,000 viewers at home? Or would you rather wrestle for the millions of people at home and be the bodyguard for the fucking Miz and make more money? Wow, man. I don't get it, man. How can you love wrestling that much not to care about the money and the fucking fame? I care about fame and fortune. That's all I care about. And if I have quality good matches, okay, so be it. But Bruh, that cannot get my fucking bills paid. What gets your bills paid is who is making the most money for the best company. That is a WWF. They will make Bronson Reed more money. That's what it boils down to. Like, how can you say being the bodyguard for the Miz is a fucking downgrade compared to wrestling Okada in front of 45,000 people, viewers at home? Wow, man, that's a downgrade. Damn, man, like, how can you be a mark for a company that nobody watches? In case you didn't know, when it comes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, they are a doormat. They are basically Impact Wrestling. They are a doormat. And here's why. When it comes to Tony Khan, he don't give a flying fuck about New Japan. Hence why they had a losing record at Forbidden Door. Hence why FTR are the new champions. They are the new IWGP Tag Team Champions. And guess what, bro? Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. It's like that brand is so dead that they gave those tag team titles to a tag team that's not even signed with them, because they need all the rub they can get from All Elite Wrestling. But the point is, I have no issue with Bronson Reed being brought back. Look, people are saying this roster is getting filled up, it's getting fucking bloated now. Why is Age bringing back all these people? Look, I never had a problem with him bringing back tons of people. It's just, you have to bring them back with a better presentation. Don't just fucking throw them out there to the fucking Lions. My point was, look, this roster is fucking thin. I don't know how can I get it through your fucking head. This roster is fucking thin. I mean, you gotta make up your fucking mind, right? Didn't you say Roman Reigns is running out of opponents? You guys were saying that. You guys were saying that even when Vince McMahon was there. You were saying Roman is running out of opponents. Now, I think Kevin Owens was the second guy Roman Reigns had a feud with ever since becoming world champion. So, this roster is so fucking thin. He has to have a second feud with Kevin Owens in a 2-year span. That's how weak this roster is. How many times do I have to say this? I don't fucking backtrack. Have I ever said the roster is fucking too filled up? No. I was telling people who had ears, we don't need a fucking brand split, right? We don't need a brand split. Why? I said with these words, the roster is fucking thin, it's fucking weak. Both shows don't need world champions because the roster is fucking thin. I said both shows should have just one world champion. That's Roman Reigns. Based on that roster is fucking weak. Triple H he's trying to fix that. Right? So come on, man, you have to keep the same energy, man. Don't be inconsistent. I would say 98% of you people are fucking inconsistent with your fucking opinions, and it's sad. I never change mine. How is the roster getting bloated? How? Do the Usos have new opponents that I don't know about? Do they? Does Roman Reigns has any future new worthy opponents that I don't know about outside of Cody Rhodes? Huh? So, where's your proof this roster is fucking bloated? Dog, the fucking Usos, they still don't have any quality opponents, bruh. What, the fucking Viking Raiders? What, fucking Hits Row? Who? So, by that logic, this roster is still fucking thin and it still sucks. Dog, I said Triple H, dog, bring back all the people you can so this roster can have some more depth. So Roman Reigns won't have to do fucking clockwork in terms of, damn, now he has to go back into beefing with Kevin Owens once again. Listen, the fact that Roman has to face Kevin Owens once again within a 2-year span, that's a fucking issue. That's what I mean by Roman has no more opponents. That's why I have zero issue with H bringing back tons of people. This roster is fucking thin. It's fucking weak. So miss me with that bullshit, bro. But when it comes to Bronson Reed and how the way he was brought back, I had no issue with it. And here's why. His job is to be a fucking bodyguard. We are not supposed to know who he is. That's the point of the fucking bodyguard. He is a insurance policy for the Miz. So we are not supposed to know who he is. What he did last night, that was the job of an unknown bodyguard. Right? Look at Diesel. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. Look at Wardlow. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. What about Deacon Dave Bautista? Nobody knew who the fuck he was when he was hanging out with Devon Dudley. That's the point of a bodyguard. He's supposed to be an unknown named muscle to be named later. So I had zero issue with how the way he was brought back. Right? He's not supposed to get a reaction. He's a fucking bodyguard. That's not his job to be over. So that's different. He was brought back as a insurance policy for the Miz. I'm assuming the Miz paid him off. So that's different. He doesn't need vignettes. He doesn't need to get a big reaction. Did Diesel get a reaction? No. Did Wardlow get a reaction when he first got paired up with Max? No. That's not the point. See, it's different with Tegan Nox. Nobody knows who she was. Why the fuck would you bring out Tegan Nox, give her her own fucking Titantron, have her come out, hit her fucking music like her ass is the fucking Rock? Like, we're supposed to know who she is. See, that's different. Because Tegan, she did nothing on the main roster, so why the hell would you bring her back? Have her help out Liv fucking Morgan. We don't know what kind of bond they had. Why would you bring her back? She got no reaction. That was bad booking. Because nobody knew who the fuck she was. Why was this girl who was basically unknown coming out and helping out Morgan? So that made no fucking sense. We don't know who Tegan. We don't know who Tegan Nox is. See, you see how I said we? See, there's different levels to saying we. When I say we, I'm talking for the majority of the audience. I don't say we and things and say like, oh, I'm talking for everybody else. No. You see, when I say we, I'm saying it from a broad perspective. I'm saying it from a majority of the audience kind of perspective. When I say we, I'm saying it from a fact of when it comes to Tegan Nox, she did nothing on the main roster. She was fired after 1 month on the fucking main roster. So how the hell are we supposed to know who the fuck she is if you're gonna bring her ass out with a Titantron that says Tegan Nox, with her song playing like we know what her song is, like we know who this girl is, like she's a big deal, like she's fucking Becky Lynch. A girl like that who's really unknown, bruh, she needs tons of vignettes so the audience can know who the fuck this girl is. Right? That's different. She is not a fucking bodyguard. When it comes to Bronson Reed, that's different. Look at Solo. Remember? Solo came in as an unknown guy. Remember? He helped Roman beat Drew. Dog, half the audience did not know who the fuck he was. But that's not the point. The point is, he is an enforcer. He is an unknown bodyguard who don't talk. Bruh, we don't need to know who the fuck he is. We will find out later on. That's the point of a bodyguard who you hire to be your muscle. We're not supposed to know who the fuck he is. But I have no issue with this pairing. I feel like it's solid. Bronson Reed, now his name will be more known now because he's paired up with the fucking Miz. So now we will know who the fuck he is. The audience will get to know who he truly is. So when you are paired up with the Miz, you will get a huge rub because he is a mainstream star. So that will be a great pairing. And I do like him as a heel. Now, I was never a fan of Bronson Reed when he was in fucking NXT. I was never a fan of him. But now that he's a heel with the Miz, now that has me very, very interested. I think he will make a great heel for the Miz. Why? Because this dude, last time I checked, he's not a great talker. So now that he's with the Miz, that's perfect. The Miz will do all the talking. That's why this duo works. The Miz talks. Bronson Reed don't gotta talk. He just has to whoop people's ass. So this pairing works. But I will say this. He has a great fucking finisher. I mean, dude, that is a great fucking splash, man. Like, holy shit. That ring moves, man. Like that whole ring fucking jumps in the air when he does that big ass fucking splash. Damn, that is a devastating splash off the fucking top rope, bruh. That shit looks good as fuck. But did I watch him in Impact? No. Did I watch him in New Japan Pro Wrestling? Nope. I don't watch those shows, bro. I don't have that kind of time. It's like, bro, I barely have time to watch All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. So, hell no. But I would say the weird thing is, Bronson Reed, I'm shocked that he's not in All Elite Wrestling. Because the fact that I heard that's the place that he wants to go. But I'm guessing All Elite Wrestling did not want to sign him. I don't know why. But look, him and The Miz, I feel like that would be a good pairing. Now, what do I think about Goldberg possibly going to All Elite Wrestling? I feel like that's the best place for him to go. Look, man. Why do people act like All Elite Wrestling is the second coming of WCW? It's like, bro, you people are happy when All Elite Wrestling gets what, 900K? Y'all think that's a good day. It's like, so calm the fuck down, bro. Y'all need fucking draws. Y'all need big names for that product. It's like, fuck all the bullshit, man. Fuck your hate. You need Goldberg. Nobody draws on your fucking show. It's like, there are some weeks where Dynamite gets what, over 800K? That's bad. It's like, dog, it's been 3 years. How come you can't get to 1 million viewers per Wednesday? That's sad. You're not making any fucking progress with your current formula. You have to be a businessman. Bring in anybody who can draw you some fucking eyes. Damn, man. Goldberg is a draw. For this weak ass era, if he were to come to All Elite Wrestling, he will possibly bring in an extra 200K more fucking viewers. Which is good. Because nobody watches that fucking show. So, he will be a great move for that roster. That show needs him. Dog, this show's boring. This show is fucking boring, man. You need Goldberg. Like, what are we talking about here? You need Goldberg. Literally, who needs Goldberg more? Triple H or Khan? Khan needs Goldberg more. Seriously, he needs him more. Listen, if Goldberg comes to All Elite Wrestling, I'm not saying make him a world champion, but why not have him have a couple of matches against a Wardlow or a Hobbs or a Joe or Adam Page or a Chris fucking Jericho or Maxwell? Like, why not? Like, bro, that's all Tony Khan does is sign old guys. Why is Billy Gunn still wrestling? Hell, I think Billy Gunn is older than Bill Goldberg. Let that sink in for just 1 second. Sting is older than Bill Goldberg. I think fucking Dustin Rhodes might be the same age as Bill Goldberg. Khan is still allowing guys in their 50s to still wrestle. Look at Chris fucking Jericho. So what's the harm in having Goldberg wrestle, 5-minute matches? What's the fucking harm in it? That's what I gotta know. So this will be a great move for Khan. I'm telling you, bring in Bill Goldberg. You need the ratings. It's like, there's something going on that you ain't doing right. It's been 3 years, man. 3 years, bruh. The ratings have not gotten any better. This show should be at 1.2 per week. These shows should average 1.2 million viewers per week. There's no excuse. It's like, huh? Bruh, there's Jericho, Bryan, Sting. How come you're under 1 million? Every week? Under? If you sign Goldberg, what's the harm? You have nothing to lose. I don't get it. It's like, look, if Bill Goldberg was to sign with All Elite Wrestling, dog, I would watch Dynamite over the fucking NBA. Okay? Seriously. I will start watching Dynamite over the fucking NBA if they sign Bill Goldberg. Because right now, as we speak, bruh, I would rather watch basketball over Dynamite. You know why? That show's boring. They have nobody that I have any. They have nobody that I'm actually intrigued by. If you bring in Goldberg, I'm telling you, I will watch every fucking week when I know he's on. So you have nothing to lose by signing Bill Goldberg, bro. Like, who is All Elite Wrestling to shy away from people? Like, who the fuck are you? Y'all haven't done shit in 3 years. Dog, I would say the last time they hit 1.3, 1.2 was 3 years ago. So there's something you are doing wrong where people are not watching. There's something that's going wrong, bro. What are you doing wrong? Your mindset should be bring in Goldberg so your ass can draw some eyes. It's like, dog, why the fuck would you bring in Nick Gage? Huh? So hold on. You brought in Nick Gage, so what's the issue of bringing in Bill Goldberg? Like, huh? See what I'm saying? See, nobody keeps that same energy. But the point is, they need Goldberg badly. Okay? Seriously, they need Goldberg badly, bro. These shows are boring. They need a pop in ratings. Goldberg will be that pop in ratings. That's what I think. Listen, I'm done.